Cool. So now you guys should see my screen. Okay, the IT sourcing masterclass. I'll show you a few slides just to set the foundation to what's coming. Okay, the masterclass is starting officially now. You will get access to the content, but the live workshops will start on Zoom next week. So every week we will have a series of live sessions. Okay, so really quickly, what will you guys get if you embark on this masterclass? Of course, video courses, because I noticed that I can go through the same stuff all over again, but I already went through lots of the stuff. I figured out how to communicate it effectively, so I recorded some short snippets, 10, 15, 20 minute long videos, and wrapped them to different modules. So one of the modules is essential IT terminology, and this is really important for everyone in IT recruitment to go through, because it's really hard to lead a discussion with a hiring manager or to screen a candidate without understanding the IT stuff. Okay, so who are the IT professionals? What are the common roles? What programming languages, frameworks, and tools do they use? Etc. Okay, so that's the IT terminology, and IT talent sourcing is the second very important module in this context of the IT sourcing masterclass, right? So you will go through both of them, and just to show you a bit more about what is inside the essential IT terminology, so what you can expect. Well, the series of video modules would take about 4.5 hours to go through. If you have already went through these in the past because you joined some of my previous programs, then of course you can skip those. Okay, there is no way I could force you to start watching these, but I would definitely encourage you to go through this content, because you can only benefit from learning the IT vocabulary. So the IT world, the software development lifecycle, the typical software development setup, the job titles, the different IT positions, analysts, designers, architects, testing, DevOps, cloud. It's just good to know this before you start recruiting IT candidates, right? So this is the step number one. If you can find time to go through this this week, awesome. If you already joined my previous programs and you went through this, I'm fine with that as well. But if you are just starting this journey, then you should go through this content this week, over the weekend, or next week, okay? So that we could effectively start sourcing candidates. Which brings me to the second module that you will have access to, the IT talent sourcing strategies. So obviously we have to cover stuff like the Boolean search, sourcing with LinkedIn free versions, sourcing with LinkedIn Recruiter, how to prepare the search strategy, how to slice the pie. So once you understand how many people are on the market, you would need to somehow, go after those who are most likely to be a good fit, right? So that's important. Sourcing on GitHub, sourcing on Google, the sourcing webinars that I recorded for all of the different positions. So you can, go through this content, and you don't have to cover all of this by the next week, because that would be quite a lot. As you can see, it's another 5-6 hours of content. But over the next 3 weeks, it would be really good if you went through it, because then on the live workshops, you would not be able to catch up with everything. Okay, and speaking of live workshops, we will go through different strategies, different ways how to slice the pie, so to speak. We will also analyze different IT positions so that you know who to look for. So there will be different workshops. So next week is the first one. On 29th is the second one, December 6th and December 13th. So the replays will be available, of course, if you cannot join live. And just by the way, if you guys are in different time zones, 4 p.m. Central European Time is 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 8 a.m. Mountain Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. London Time, 5 p.m. Moscow, 6 p.m. Bangkok, 11 p.m. Singapore. So the reason I chose 4 p.m. Central European Time is that it sort of works across different countries, different continents even. So when I organize the tech recruitment program, there are usually people from the United States, and it is 8 a.m., 10 a.m., or people who are in Bangkok. It's actually later in Bangkok. I'm not sure this is correct. In Bangkok, it should be 10 p.m., not 6. So yeah, sorry, I have to fix this. So in Moscow, it would be 5. In Bangkok, probably 10 or so. I would need to double check. And Singapore, 11. Okay, so we will go through the stuff during the live workshops. You can practice, because that's really important. It's not just about me showing you what to do, but over the course of the last 3-4 years while training other recruiters, I realized it's not enough just to show you, but you would need to practice, and then we do it together, and some of my colleagues would give you feedback, which brings me to the next very important part of this masterclass, the mentoring with my colleagues. So this is super, super cool. It's a huge advantage of this training program because, these people are really awesome. They are really good at sourcing or engaging with candidates or screening candidates, and they can give you feedback. I don't have the capacity to be in touch with all of the recruiters who go through my program, but they can be in touch with you. So I don't know, Eva or Ivona or Alame or Miriana or Mercedes or Milan or, different people from the team, Gorana, Eva, they can give you feedback about your search strategy and the way you approach candidates. So if you join the sourcing masterclass, you would get access to my team and you would be able to schedule calls with some of my colleagues. Okay. So that's super cool. You should definitely take advantage of it. And the way this would work best is when you use the tool, the sourcing tool, Recruit Instantly, which you will also get access to if you join the masterclass. If you already joined, then you just need to create an account and look for the workspace called Tech Recruitment Academy. So inside the workspace, Tech Recruitment Academy, you would find a project that is assigned to you, and you would be able to start sourcing candidates for that particular project. Okay, so again, the huge advantage of this sourcing tool is the transparency and the way we can provide feedback to you. So now you can see how it all fits together nicely, right? At first, you will learn through the video courses, basic IT terminology, the IT stuff, and so on, right? Then you will join the live workshops where we will practice together. And then you will start doing it yourself inside this sourcing tool. And we will closely monitor how you do it, what do you do, what kind of keywords you choose. As you can see right here, we would be able to see, and you can use this tool to enhance your search, but also we would be able to see how you approach the search. So in this case, someone was sourcing for the senior Linux administrator remotely. The position is remote, but also the recruiter was sourcing remotely. Anyway, so the search included different keywords and different variations. So at first, Linux or Unix and admin or administrator. The keywords included OpenStack, in Poland, 5 to 10 years of experience. Okay, so this way we can see how you do it and we can provide feedback to you. Okay, this is the search, and then we can actually show you what you could do better, because we'll be able to see also the contacts you find, the potential IT candidates, and we can give you feedback about those candidates. So you can, inside the platform, create the search, then you upload some candidates that you find. You can just easily click the Add Profile button right here, and then add the profile, the first name, last name, and LinkedIn URL would be enough. So just upload this, and then some of my colleagues would give you feedback about the candidates who you find. So we would be able to give you the green, amber, or red label to the candidate so that you eventually know if the candidate was good or not for that specific position. You can also check the sourcing feedback right here in the sidebar. So this is super exciting because it's no longer just about the individual learning. So you don't have to go through the video courses yourself alone and then hope that you would be able to do it at work. But now through the sourcing masterclass, you can get direct feedback from my colleagues based on what do you do inside the sourcing platform. And that's, by the way, exactly the same platform my colleagues use when they are sourcing for IT candidates. So if you joined the sourcing masterclass, then you also have access to this platform, and you will have access for the next year or so based on which license you have. Okay, so I just wanted to show you exactly what it looks like, the sourcing masterclass, so that it's not just about the courses, but it's more about you going out there and sourcing candidates, because that's exactly how you learn. It comes with practice, it comes with the feedback you receive. So that's why I'm super excited about the masterclass that is now kicking off. And if you would still like to join it, then just go to this URL, recruitinstantly.com/sourcing masterclass. You can create a new account eventually inside the Recruit Instantly platform, and you would obviously get access to the video courses, as I was showing just a while ago. So you will have access to the essential IT terminology, the IT talent sourcing strategies, and webinar replays. So you know exactly how to prepare the search strategy, how to slice the pie, how to avoid the common search mistakes, how to source on GitHub, how to source on Google, etc., etc. Okay, so a lot of great stuff is coming through the masterclass. Personally, I'm most excited about the team being involved, so they can give you feedback, they can guide you, they can mentor you. They are great sourcers, so you can benefit just from the interactions with them. Okay, so what's happening next? For those of you who already have the ticket, so you already joined the Tech Recruitment Masterclass or the Sourcing Masterclass, you will receive access to these two courses, video courses, and then you can go through the content right away. You can go through the content over the weekend or early next week. So the earlier, the better, because once you join the workshop next week, you would already know, what do those IT terms mean. And if you joined some of the previous programs and you feel like you already covered the essential terminology, then feel free to skip it and jump straight to the IT talent sourcing strategies, and then you can learn about the more advanced strategies and go through the case studies and whatnot. Okay, so you will also receive an invite to the sourcing tool, Recruit Instantly. So just wait for the invite. There was a little bug, so I haven't invited anyone in the last few days, in the last 3-4 days. The developers were fixing it because that's our internal tool. We are using the tool. It's also being used by some of our clients. So I just haven't sent the invites yet, but you can expect the invite soon. But anyway, before we kick it off with the workshops, you will have access to the sourcing tool so that you can start using it, you can start finding candidates, and we can get the ball rolling. So let me guys know in comments, what do you think, how do you feel? If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. And I see some of your comments. Hello, greetings from Turkey. Awesome. Hi Swati, hi guys. Awesome, thanks for joining. So if you have any questions, then let me know. And if you don't have questions, then I'll turn this off. We will go back to the e-learning tool, Recruit Instantly, and the training content. I'll share it with you, and then you can start going through the courses. Okay, if you would like to get access to the masterclass, if you don't have it just yet and you feel like you still want to join, feel free to go to recruitinstantly.com/sourcing-master-class. As you can see it right here on the screen, just open it up and you will be able to get a ticket and join the masterclass. Okay, so if you have any questions at this point, feel free to ask, as I mentioned. Okay, and yeah, we will take it from there. If you don't have any questions, then what do we do, right? We will just wrap it up. There is no time to waste. Candidates are waiting outside. You can also find this link in the video description. So you can just, the stream that you are now watching, just scroll down and somewhere in the comments, there should be a link to recruitinstantly.com/sourcing masterclass. So just open it up, get your ticket if you don't have it yet. If you already have it, that's awesome. You will get the access in a minute. Okay, so I'll just wait a second. If you don't have any questions, then we will wrap it up. Yeah. I can see here one question from Swati. If any of my candidates selected, do we get monetary benefits? That's actually an awesome question. Yes, of course. Like, I would really love this to become profitable for you, right? So it's not just about practicing, like looking for some made up positions, but we are using the real positions, right? We are looking for real candidates for real positions. So of course it is totally reasonable to split the commission if any of your candidates get hired. The little how to say it, I mean, we just need to be careful about what if two different people find the same candidate, okay, and then the candidate gets hired. So in that case, obviously first comes, first serves, right? It's like always this way with all of our recruitment associates and colleagues as well. So the first person who submits the candidate gets the commission, which also incentivizes, just going through the candidates faster and submit them quickly. Okay. So as I mentioned, there are the live workshops on November 22nd is the first one, and we will look for real candidates for real positions on November 22nd. Okay, then November 29th, December 6th, December 13th, it will be different positions because we also onboard and offboard different clients and different vacancies. So you can expect obviously different positions to work on over the course of the next month. Great question, Swati. Cool. If you guys have any other question, feel free to ask. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll just remind you that you will get access to Recruit Instantly, which is already included in the ticket for this class, which is really cool because this tool itself we will sell for at least $970 per year. Yeah, now you get it for free just by joining the session. So it is really good deal. You will not have to pay for Recruit Instantly in the next year, and we will be importing a lot of new features to the tool. So you can only benefit from this. Okay, so checking if there is no other question. Maybe get invite for this. Yes, of course. I mean, you will get invite. Just click the link that I just shared in chat, and you will get invite to Recruit Instantly. For now, it is for people who join the training program and would like to improve their sourcing skills. So you can purchase the ticket for this masterclass. You will join the live sessions, the workshops. Of course, if you cannot join here and there, then you can watch a replay, but it's much more fun to join live. And then, obviously, you will still have access to this tool even after we finish the workshop. So you will have, in fact, an annual access. So still 11 months after we finish the program, you'll be able to use it. And as I mentioned, I mean, we are just adding new features as we speak. 2 developers plus 1 QA are working on it, every day. So they are including a lot of great features for recruiters, so that we as recruiters can close more vacancies. We can eventually, earn more money as recruiters. Cool. Yeah, no worries, Swati. Thanks for joining. Maya is asking, will you send us logins for materials which you need before the workshop? Yes, of course. You will get access to these video courses, the essential IT terminology, IT talent sourcing as well. If I recall, Maya, you were also a member of the previous program, as the tech recruitment program. So you most likely went through the IT terminology already. So you can skip this part, but I would definitely encourage you to go through the IT talent sourcing, the additional material related to search on GitHub or the Google X-ray search, or how to use Contact Out or some of the other extensions, as well as to watch some of the sourcing replays, because you will be able to come up with a well thought through search strategy, sourcing or search strategy. So yeah, obviously I'll share this access with you, IT talent sourcing, and also you will get access to Recruit instantly. Not just yet, because as I mentioned, developers are fixing some issue in the software, so just to make the experience flawless. But anyway, you don't need it right now. We will anyway just need it next week. Okay. And then once you have access, you may also have access to different workspaces, or you can create your own workspace, as you can see right here. So just make sure that you switch to the Tech Recruitment Academy workspace, and inside the workspace you will have different modules, training modules, and the job requirements. So then, for example, I see the projects Linux administrator or full stack developer or network specialist. So then we will together search for candidates for these positions. And then you will get feedback from some of my colleagues about your search strategy, and they will help you get better over time. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? So yeah, just the question is, who will it be? Will it be Mercedes or Mirjana or Milan or Eva, Gorana, Alame? We will see, but it will be fun in any case. Psychology and Sports ask a question, and the question is, hey, I had already watched your uploaded videos, all of them. Oh my goodness, good for you. That's a lot of videos to watch. Very cool. I wanted to know if it's enough to start on IT recruitment, otherwise I can participate on your workshops. So I mean, really good for you. Like that's commitment itself. Super cool. So some of the videos that you went through touch upon the IT search strategies. Some of them touch the essential IT terminology. So obviously, you would potentially skip those. What you could benefit most with at this point is the live workshops, plus the mentoring with my colleagues, plus the tool Recruit Instantly. Because one thing is to watch a video, and the other thing is being able to do it. I've seen this with a lot of people in the past, when they just go through some of my webinars and they feel like they know it, and then we ask them to do it, and they're like, I'm still not sure how to do it. I was like, well, but you watch the content. I was like, yeah, I watch the content, but I still don't know where to start. So that's why the workshops would be potentially good, because you would have a chance to try it out, get feedback, and then through this tool, we would also have more visibility to what exactly you do. And you would be able to also get feedback about some of the mistakes that you potentially make, how to avoid them, how to fix your searches, because that's exactly what we do with our colleagues. They use this tool, so we have more visibility about how they search candidates, how they come up with the efficient Boolean search. We give them feedback, they improve, etc. Okay, so now you also would have a chance to go through a similar path. Cool. Swati is saying, I can't get the ticket. I tried to register on the given link. Okay, so you can't get the ticket? Okay, so what's going on? Why you cannot get the ticket? Sourcing Masterclass. If it opens up, and you click join now, and then yes, I'd like to join, then you are redirected to another page. So hold a sec, I'll send you this link at the second page. But don't forget there is also a coupon code. So if you don't have the coupon code, you would have to pay too much, but just use this coupon code. What was it? SRCNG14823. Okay, just make sure you use the ticket, because otherwise you would pay a lot more. So this is a special ticket for a huge discount. So try to click the second link, and then it should work. Now when I'm just looking at it, go to checkout. Okay, I'm logged in, so now it's slightly different workflow for me. But in your case, I mean, you should just be able to just go to the checkout. That's strange. That's strange. I mean, it worked for other people, so I'm quite surprised, but we will figure it out. You also had a problem, Maya. Okay, so can you please describe what you have done? What was the issue? Have you had to create some account, or have you tried in some other window? It's actually really interesting that you say it. I mean, yeah, probably more people wanted to join, and they were not as persistent as you were. So actually, thumbs up to Maya for being persistent. Funny, right? So if you can, Maya, just write what you did, it will potentially help Eda and Swati to figure out what to do to overcome this obstacle. But in any case, Eda and Swati, don't forget to use the code SRCNG14823. That will give you a huge discount, okay? It's really cool that you are connecting even from Turkey. The world is so global these days, but it's really good because IT recruitment is the same whether you are in Serbia like Maya, or in Slovakia like I am, or whether you are in Turkey or Australia or Canada. It's always the same IT positions, the same IT vocabulary, the same IT staff, the same candidates who want to work globally and remotely. So I mean, yeah, good for all of us in IT recruitment, right? Awesome. You clicked to submit and it was loading and nothing. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, Maya, thanks for sharing. So in that case, Eda and Swati, try to click the other link that I just posted, because that's the link after the submission. Maybe there was some issue with the link or whatever. I mean, yeah, it was interesting that you say it. Gosh, yeah. But it's good that you tried. I mean, that's persistence, right? That's grit, try it out, try from one angle, another angle. That's what I try to teach my kids, because sometimes they just give up so easily, right? And I'm like, gosh, try it a different way. Try from the left and try from the right. In our case with the link, it could be try an incognito window, or try another browser, or try to refresh the page, or I don't know, there are different ways to clean the cookies, or try 5 minutes later. But yeah, in any case, it should work. So I'm sorry about the hassle and issues. Anyway, so cool. If you guys don't have any questions, I don't want to take too much of your time. The game plan is clear, I guess, by now. So it starts with the video courses, the essential IT terminology, the IT talent sourcing. In total, it could take 10 hours if you haven't gone through the content before. If you did, of course, you can speed up a bit. The live workshops start next week, 4 p.m. Central European time, so that it works for the United States as well as Singapore. You will get mentoring with my colleagues. You will get access to the sourcing tool, so that we will be able to see what you do, and we will be able to provide you with feedback. you will be able to upload candidates. And of course, if any of them is really interested and hired eventually, then we will split the commission. That goes without saying. So that would be a very sweet way to recover the costs of the program and also the license fee to the software. So you will have access to the software even after we finish. Okay, so those of you who don't have the ticket just yet, you can go to this URL or the other one that I shared in chat, because as Maya just mentioned, sometimes there could be some little issue. She overcame the issue yesterday, but just in case, you can click the second link, but don't forget to apply the coupon code SRCNG14823. So it's easy to remember, but you guys don't have to remember it because it is in chat and also written here. Coupon SRCNG14823. It almost rhymes. How cool is that? Anyway, let's wrap it up. Let's go back to work. Let's screen some candidates. Let's submit candidates to clients. I'm super excited about you guys joining us and being with us on the IT recruitment journey. So with that, let's wrap it up. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you soon again.